All right, what's going on, beautiful people? This is the North Shore 9 podcast presented by FanDuel. I am Tyler. With me is Jim doing a little role reversal, and you're listening to the NS9 postgame show powered by Permani Brothers, where we are giving away sandwiches. Jim, Pirates win this one 11-1. Braxton Ashcraft is an absolute dog. This was a nice, easy win.
It really was, especially after that fourth inning. Ashcraft, the very beginning of the start, it was like, all right, here we go again. But he settled down, Tyler, and he looked outstanding. Another start where he strikes out 10. He doesn't walk a batter. It's incredible just how efficient he's been. I mean, he threw 86 pitches. He probably could have gone back out for the seventh if you like really needed him to, but there really wasn't any point here. But no, I mean, I just a fun game. Like everything went according to plan today, outside maybe Horwitz potentially being hurt.
Yeah, I mean, we can get to that, but it was just, we're 80 games into this season. The Pirates sit at 40-40 now. They refuse to drop 2 games below 500, as we were throughout the year, just not dropping below 500. Now we're just refusing to drop 2 games below 500 here. They're just kind of keeping their heads above water slightly right now. We'll talk a good bit about Braxton Ashcraft today. Spencer Horwitz goes down with a hammy issue. All things considered, though, just refreshing, easy, quick. Like that was a steady paced game as well. Just, good Pirates baseball. Make sure we drop the hashtag, raise it there in the comments to be entered into the Permani Brothers giveaway. We'll be giving away some sandwiches here towards the end of this show. It's just nice to have a nice, easy 11-1 win.
Well, I mean, they needed something like this. I felt like you mentioned before, like the team really hasn't dropped more than a game below 500. It feels like every time you get the sense that it's like, oh man, they're reeling now. Every time you get that sense, they do something like this, and they put together like a complete, like this was a complete game that they played today. 1 through 9, maybe minus number 9, contributed in this game, right? Yeah. And like I said, great pitching. You had Mlodzinski close this out. Just a fun, outstanding game. Ryan O'Hearn, who's kind of been cold lately, he busts out for 4 hits. Endy Rodríguez, a 3 RBI night. Bryan Reynolds just is as hot as he's ever been. Yeah, just a really, really fun game to watch and enjoy. And it's good to see this after, they've lost their last 3 losses or so were just so winnable. And it's nice to see them just put their foot on someone's throat and just keep the pedal down. And like they got up 5-1 here and they didn't stop. Like they just kept going. They were, Bryan Reynolds stretched a single to a double, I think, in that 8th inning when the team was up by 9. And like they weren't letting up today. It was fun to watch.
It was. Before we get into breaking this whole thing down, shout out to Michael B here. He says, okay, great. The Pirates winning. Ashcraft was great. I'm sorry, though. Mlodzinski should not have been used tonight. Save him for close games. I'm sure we'll get to that later. And New York Enzer as well. Shout out to you. Prayers for our whore. I feel like we can just end the show right there. Prayers up for whore.
Prayers up.
But yeah, you mentioned it there. Like the 4th innings where it all broke out. Ashcraft came out, gives up a run early. After that, he just slammed the door shut, locked it, deadbolted it. Everything you could ask for from him. But that 4th inning, I mean, Endy with a 2-run double, Tyler Callahan that I've been poo-pooing for the last 3 weeks maybe. He triples. Jake Mangum with a single, Valdez with a single who came in for Spencer Horwitz. Like you said, they just make it 5-1 in the blink of an eye. And they did not let up. That 4th inning really was all they needed today.
Yeah. I mean, and it was the bottom of the order too, right? I mean, you kind of think, O'Hearn kind of started it. Well, Bryan Reynolds got on base with a base hit. And then the Pirates sort of got a gift there on that O'Hearn
Yeah,
book roll double, right? Like that was a ball that's probably caught most of the time.
right.
The Pirates got lucky with Julio Rodriguez playing in left field, like right after an injury. You could tell he like wasn't going 100%. He pulled up a little early. The ball lands in fair territory. It bounces over the fence. And then all of a sudden, you've got runners on second and third, one out. When off the bat, I was assuming runner on first, two outs. And then like right then and there, I was like, that's a gift. Like you just got a gift here. You have to make them pay. And the thing that we've seen over this last week of like tough games is they haven't been taking advantage of the opportunities that they've been given. And that fourth inning, they were given an opportunity and they took advantage, right? Endy double, Callahan triple, Mangum single, Valdez single, which almost was a homer. So yeah, just they took advantage of the opportunities that were given to them. And right then and there, up 5-1, they get to Bryan Wu, who had been cruising through 3 innings. So yeah, great inning. Great job by, I mean, shout out Endy Rodríguez, Tyler Callahan, those guys for making the Mariners pay when they gave you that chance.
It was the bottom of the order there. I mean,
Mhm.
and hopefully that's something like maybe that's what Ryan O'Hearn needed here was seeing the ball go through the hoop.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 hits today. We'll talk about him, I'm sure, but Andy continues to play just solid baseball. Tyler Callahan comes through there. It was a good team effort today. Refreshing, fun, something I don't think we've really seen in a couple weeks. It's nice to not jump on here and be angry, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, fun game. I think I tweeted out in like the 6th inning, like this. I was like, this is fun. I'm having fun. So
I'm having fun.
shout out Michael B again, and we'll get to the Carmen Mlodzinski thing. He says, "Here's my question: Don Kelly, does he not have the authority to change the obvious scheduled 3 innings for Carmen? He's the damn manager. Use some common sense." Yeah, we'll get to that here. We just won, so like let's not get to that's like the one thing I guess I can complain about today. We'll get to that at the end. Let's talk about some fun stuff first. Sean, thank you for your super chat. Prayers for Horror.
Let's start a prayer chain
Let's
for
go.
Whore.
Yep, let's get the prayer chain going.
Prayer chain for Whore.
Actually, have we even said really? Have we done like kind of the update there officially?
No, not yet.
Spencer Horwitz was removed from today's game in that 4th inning, saying that it was left hamstring discomfort. He's currently being evaluated and treated by the medical staff. So that was the last we heard about Horwitz's condition. Luckily, Valdez came in and performed quite admirably for him.
Yeah, good to see Esmerlin come in and just have a good night. He's been scuffling a little bit here, but he's been played so inconsistently that I get it. But good to see he hit the ball hard. But just again, there's not much to complain about today. There's not, and unless you're Michael B. But we'll get to that too, because I kind of agree with
to it. We'll get
I do
to
agree
it.
with him, but we'll get there.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
Before we get to that, though, we have to talk about the man of the hour, and it's Braxton Ashcraft, I feel like.
Yeah.
6 innings, 10 strikeouts. 86 pitches, I believe, is what he ended up at. Yeah, 86 pitches, 10 strikeouts, 5 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, lowers the ERA to 3.07. I mean, I don't want to overhype it here, Jim, but like he makes it look easy. Like it looks easy when he's on the mound.
Yeah. He was incredible today. The curveball, like I want to talk about that curveball. Like it was just perfectly placed. It felt like every single time he threw that pitch 34% of the time tonight too. It was his most used pitch. He threw 29 of those pitches, Tyler. The Mariners only put 2 of them in play. 2 of 29 they put in play. They swung and missed at a 53% clip on it. It was just what a pitch for him that has turned out to be. he leaned on it, especially later on in the game. Like the first time through the order, he was heavy fastball. Second time through, that curveball he threw, about half his pitches second time through the order was was the curveball. And then he mixed it up, and the third time through, he kind of went more slider, curveball, fastball. So he did a really good job of just mixing it up as the game progressed, pounding the strike zone. He Yeah, it's like it's funny because like we talk about, and I see the comments in here too. Like we talk about, Paul Skeens and his, his down year, quote unquote down year, right? And I think people wish that Paul Skeens looked a little bit more like this,
They
right?
do.
Where
I do.
he's just flat out attacking people, relying on his stuff. He's not walking people. Like just the first and 10 strikeouts, no walks. It's the second time he's done that this year. No other Pirates pitcher has done that in a season ever before, at least in the modern, at least since 1901 when they started tracking things like this a little bit better. Since 1901, no Pirates pitcher has ever done this in a season. It's June 24th. We're at game 80. We're barely at almost to the halfway point, and Braxton Ashcraft has already done something that no other Pirates pitcher has done in a season. 10 strikeouts, no walks in 2 starts. It's never been done.
Like you said it there. Pirates fans probably wish Paul Skeens looked more like Braxton Ashcraft sometimes, and that's not really hyperbole there. Ashcraft makes it look easy when he's out there a lot of the time, at least this year, and Skeens has his stretches where he is just absolutely dominant. You cannot touch him. Lately, it's been a little bit more difficult. But the way Ashcraft just goes after guys is fun to watch. He doesn't really have counts to get deep on him. I feel like you rarely see him in 3-ball counts, and I don't have the stats to back that up because I don't feel like looking it up, but anecdotally, it seems that way. And then you talked about the curveball. Like, that is an absolute weapon, not only just in general, but against lefties. I think that's what makes him so good is that he's able to get lefties out without a problem, and it's because of that curveball. It it's got such late break to it, and plus he tunnels it so well. Like, it's such a good pitch. And it's so refreshing because I don't feel like we see really good curveballs anymore. We see sweeper, sweeper, sweeper. It's fun watching a good curveball, and Ashcraft has one.
Yeah. It's one of the better ones that we've seen from a Pirates pitcher. Jerry Jones has a really good curveball when it's on too. Like I like watching Jones. But yeah, you're right. Like it's just nice to it's very heavy slider sweeper nowadays. It's nice to just see well executed curveballs because yeah, I mean it works for me. And he is having a hell of a year. His season ERA is now down to 3.07. He's 7-3. I don't know about you, Tyler, but he's looking like an NL All-Star to me.
They had a handful of guys that like could probably be NL All-Stars.
Yeah.
And
He looks
they're
like one of
40.
them, though.
He does. I mean, when I think of a number 2 in a rotation, that's it. Like,
Yeah, I think a lot of teams would take him as a 1, but yeah, he is
but
a perfect number 2. Yep.
like
I
if
agree.
you're thinking of that number 2, it's Braxton Ashcraft. Like, he's not quite at that upper echelon of starting pitchers, and he's not that far off. But keep saying it. I feel like every time we're on here, it doesn't get much better than him and Skeens throughout baseball. It doesn't.
No.
He's so
No.
freaking
I mean, right now, going into today, they were both Paul Skeens was number 5 in WAR for pitchers. Braxton Ashcraft was number 9. He was .1 WAR behind Skeens. After today, he probably bumps up ahead of him. So you're looking at after today, probably 2 of the top 6 pitchers in baseball are going to be in this Pirates rotation, according to WAR.
pretty cool.
Pretty
Pretty
cool.
cool.
Pretty cool. But they're only 500, Tyler.
Yeah. You know what? Today's a good day. I'm not gonna
Yeah, we're
poo-poo
not
too
going to talk.
much.
That's a topic for another day.
Yeah. That's a topic for tomorrow on
Yeah.
NS9 Live.
Yep.
Before we get any further, let's kick it over to Cody and IQ Bar.
This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack hydration sponsor. IQ Bar protein bars, IQ Mix hydration mixes, and IQ Joe mushroom coffees are the delicious, low-sugar, brain and body fuel you need to win your day. The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way for you to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. You get 9 IQ bars, 8 IQ Mix sticks, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. All IQ Bar products are clean label certified and entirely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial ingredients. With over 20,000 5-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are fueling their lifestyles with IQ Bar's brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. The Ultimate Sampler Pack includes all 3. My personal favorites so far have been the almond butter chip and the iced tea lemonade hydration mix. It's just really full of flavor. I love starting my day with it, and I couldn't imagine starting my day with anything else other than IQ Bar products. Right now, IQ Bar is offering our podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the Ultimate Sampler Pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text MLB to 64,000. That's MLB 64000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details.
Thank you to Cody there and IQ Bar. We talked about how dominant Braxton Ashcraft was. The Pirates kind of already had this thing put away, but they're in the 7th inning. They did tack on. Started with a Brandon Lau single. Bryan Reynolds walked. Nick Gonzalez singled to load the bases. Ryan O'Hearn, 2-run double. Endy Rodríguez, another RBI, made it 8-1. Tyler Callahan with a sac fly, and Jake Mangum and Jared Triolo made outs after that. But let's talk a little bit about Ryan O'Hearn real quick. He has a 4-hit performance. He's been scuffling a little bit since coming off the IL. We've seen some good, some not so good. Did he rush back from injury? It's possible, but he's a very important piece of this team, obviously. We talk about Bryan Reynolds, and as the Pirates go, as he goes, the Pirates kind of go, kind of similar with Brandon Lau, but Ryan O'Hearn's right up there with him. Middle of the order bat that has driven in a lot of runs for this team, 3 RBIs today. He's a guy you really need to get going here.
Yeah, since coming off the IL, he's been hitting 244, 81 weighted runs created plus. He had that like monster game in Sacramento with the the double, the homer, 6 runs batted in. So like he had a good series there, but yeah, I mean his last 4 games, Ryan O'Hearn was 1 for 16, right? And again, since coming off the IL hasn't been great. And with Cruz out, with Griffin out, it's kind of been like the Bryan Reynolds show right now. And it's nice to have some supporting characters start to show up a little bit. Horwitz has been fine. Endy's been pretty good. Callahan had his one, day in the sun there against the Dodgers, but you need more consistent performances from the guys that you're relying on. So yeah, I mean, you really would like to see O'Hearn get going here because it looks like Connor Griffin's pretty close. But Cruz still has a few more weeks. So they're like Reynolds is going to need some help. It can't just be all Bryan Reynolds. And Bryan Reynolds has been just incredible. Not only for this season, but just really ever since they've needed someone to step up when Griffin and Cruz went down, like it's been Reynolds. Reynolds has been carrying this team.
He has been fabulous in June.
I know we always talk about how good he is in June. I don't remember him ever being this locked in. This is the best I've ever seen him.
Yeah, he's on a different level right now.
He really is.
Another 2 hits today. Like we're creeping up on a 300 average.
He almost has a 900 OPS.
That's crazy. Because I mean, he started the year at He wasn't bad, but the way he has turned it on, he's probably the biggest reason this team is 500 right now, because they very easily could have gone on a major skid. And there's at least a couple games in there throughout this last month or so where he's just won them ball games by himself. And he just continues to night after night. Like, you just pencil him in that, screw penciling, put it in marker. Throw him in that lineup every day, and you're going to get 2 or 3 hits from Bryan Reynolds right now. Ryan O'Hearn,
got
and then, go ahead.
890 OPS, 148 weighted runs created plus. He's at 51 walks already on the year. Last season, he had 57 walks. Like, he's just doing everything. He's walking at almost a 15% rate. He's striking out less than he has since that like magical 2021 season that he had. I honestly think this is like the best Bryan Reynolds we've ever seen.
I'm looking for wood near me. I guess this desk is wood. The defense hasn't looked that bad either, has it, Jim? At least wise. Like, I haven't. Early in the year, it was ugly.
It's fine, right? I mean, he's at -3 outs above average, 1 defensive run saved, and the defensive run saved is 1 because he robbed like 3 homers last week. But no, I mean, he hasn't been. It hasn't, like 2024. He was god awful in the field. He's not. He hasn't been that.
But compared to like April B-Ray, it was terrible. Like, in left field, he was a nightmare. I haven't seen that lately.
No, I haven't.
So, it's been nice. And then the other guy I feel like we need to talk about at least like 3 times a week right now is Endy Rodríguez, and tell me why he's so much better than Henry Davis.
Yeah, I was ready to give up on Endy. That's what's crazy.
2 more hits today, 3 RBIs. I mean, he got this thing going.
Well, and like it's just good at bats too. Like, he's walking a lot. And now he's not like Endy Rodríguez isn't going to walk at an 18% rate. But that's what he's doing right now. And we're not even talking about that small of a sample size anymore. He's almost up to 100 plate appearances. He's driving the ball. He's hitting it harder than I remember him being able to hit the ball ever. He does look like a different hitter than the last time we saw him, because I feel like the first couple times we saw Endy, you didn't see the exit velocities. You just didn't see him driving balls. It was just a lot of, blooping and dinking and things like that. Now you're seeing him drive the ball. Average exit velo, by the way, for Endy, 92.4. In 2023, when he got the majority of his playing time, it was 89. So like his average exit velo is way higher. You look at like his barrel percentage, his launch angle, his chase, like it's just everything just looks good right now. He's seeing the ball really well. He's hitting the ball in the air to the pull side, which is, and when you hit the ball hard that way, good things happen. I mean, you look at his spray chart and it looks really, it's perfect. He's doing a lot of things right. I'm not like, I don't love his defense. I think when he's back there, you can see a difference defensively between him and Davis, but offensively wise, heads and shoulders above Henry Davis right now. Like, and it's not even close.
Yeah, he's not as good defensively as Henry. It's pretty obvious. There are definitely some like just weird things that I think I like about him behind the plate. Like, I think it was maybe yesterday or the day before. Can't remember if Don Kelly was arguing something but you see Endy there just chatting up the umpire. The umpire starts laughing at him, but it's just little things like that as a catcher that are very important. And I know there's ABS system now, so calls aren't always going to go your way. you can challenge things, but there's an energy that he brings that's very, very enjoyable, I think. And obviously, it's a lot more enjoyable when you're hitting 30% above average and
Yeah.
you're contributing to wins. Obviously, that's more fun. If he was hitting 100 right now and laughing, I'd probably be really annoyed. But he's earning his keep right now, and there's a reason they traded Joey Bart. They obviously believe in him. He's proving his worth at this point. Is he going to continue at this pace offensively? I have a hard time believing that, but there's
Yeah, he's got an
there's definitely
845
some
OPS, right?
there's some upside.
Yeah.
Like, is he a 715 OPS guy? I think that's believable.
Yeah. And Zips is kind of starting to believe in him too. Like, I mean, if depending on how much stock you put in that, but I mean, he's an 845 OPS now. Zips is saying for the rest of the year, he's going to be at 718, like from this point forward. I take that. Henry Davis is what, like five something. So if that, right? Like Henry Davis teeters on the edge of 500 OPSs. You give me an OPS of over 700 out of the catcher's position. That's an enormous upgrade.
Very much so. And not to mention, he just caught a 6-inning, 10 strikeout, 0 walk performance from Braxton Ashcraft. We'd be giving Henry Davis credit for that right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
good point.
Is it time to get to Michael B's issues here?
Yeah, let's talk about it, because I guess that is the one issue, right, that I do have with that. I kind of felt encouraged when Carmen Mlodzinski pitched 2 innings the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch count was a little low. It's kind of clamoring that he's not going to be this long reliever that you use in games that don't matter. Carmen Mlodzinski's win probability today, Tyler, was 0.03. So that means when Carmen Mlodzinski was on the mound, the Pirates had already had a 97% win probability, and he added the last 3, essentially. That's not how I want him used. I'm cool with him pitching that 7th inning, because at that point it was a 5-1 game. Go ahead and put the 0 on the board in the 7th. But then once you put a 4 spot up and it's 9-1, get him out of there and save him for a game that matters. Use Brandon Bedouin and Dennis Santana and whoever you want to throw out there for the last 2 innings. Like, it's a 9-1 game. We don't need to use who, in my opinion, is probably our best reliever. Maybe Soto, but like he's a top two reliever on this team is Carmen Mlodzinski. And you just used him when you clearly didn't need to.
I pretty much agree with everything you just said. I'm with you. I would use him there in the 7th. I think I was actually pleasantly surprised when they brought him out there in the 7th inning. I was cool with them pulling Ashcraft when they did. I'm good with just letting it die there. He pitched well enough. Let's kind of monitor his innings a little bit here and there, as much as you can, at least. 5-1 game. And then when you have a Carmen Mlodzinski to come in after that, that makes me even cooler with it. Like, cool. You're basically guaranteeing you're getting 7 innings of pretty good pitching. You take that big lead. I think that's probably where I pull the plug on it, get him out of there after 1 inning. I guess the one kind of positive of it is that he only threw 39 pitches in 3 innings. So he shouldn't be down as long as we've seen in the past. But he's still going to be down a couple. He's not going to pitch tomorrow. I don't know if he'd pitch Friday. Yeah, I guess I just don't get the point in bringing him out there for 3 innings, other than to just give him a save. I mean, maybe you're not burning other arms, but
he faced 8 batters today when the Pirates had a win probability of 99.9. He faced 8 separate batters with a win probability of 99.9. There's just use anyone else. Like, that is the time when you go to your bad reliever who he's on your team so that he can eat up innings, right? I've seen teams put position players in situations like that, right? He faced 8 batters when they had a win probability of 100, essentially. Like, the game was over. And now Carmen Mlodzinski can't pitch tomorrow, and he probably can't pitch Friday. He'll probably be available for Saturday, but if you need him for the next 2 days, he's unavailable. He'll be in a t-shirt in the dugout, Tyler.
He will be. That's a bad thing. Like, I'm chuckling, but you're not lying. That's what's going to happen. He'll be in the dugout. And I don't know if I'd be that annoyed if it weren't for, like, I question whether they did this just so they can give him a save, just so we can appease him. Like, that's where I'm at with him right now. Are we just doing things to make him happy? I don't know. I don't know. But that's the perfect spot to just use Benoit.
That is the spot to use him. Young pitcher. You don't really have a ton of trust in and high leverage. Like, put him in the game there and let him get major league hitters out without a ton of pressure.
That's the only spot you have to use that guy. He can't pitch in close games. Instead, you use your second best reliever. Maybe first, who knows? But he got the save.
He got the save.
And he gets to hang out in the dugout again.
Yep. And it's,
maybe. Yeah, that's
and I want to address this. It's like, there's a comment here. It's called saving the bullpen. Guess you guys have never heard of that before. No, like, that's what I'm trying to do. Carmen is the bullpen that I'm trying to save here, right? Because I don't want to save any of the other guys. They all suck. Use the guys who suck right now in the game that's over, and save the guy who's good for the games that matter. Like, that is my point, is let's save the bullpen, aka Carmen. Carmen is one of 2 guys in that bullpen I care about right now. I want him fresh for as many games as possible. I don't care that Brandon Benoit is going to be available tomorrow. That doesn't, I don't care at all.
Not one bit.
Here we are, though.
Yeah.
Anyways, Pirates won. That is the one thing I have against today.
Yeah, that's the one annoying part of this day, I feel like. But
yeah,
maybe he won't be needed for the next 2 days, and he's needed on Saturday. Who knows?
We'll see.
Real quick, we talked about Horwitz. Maybe Ryan O'Hearn gets a little more time in the field now, playing first base. Thankfully, they acquired so many first basemen that we should be okay in that spot, I guess.
Yeah, they've got plenty of people to play first base. I thought Esmeralyn Valdez, who we haven't seen a whole lot of lately, he comes off the bench, single off the wall, and then a double. He was driving the baseball today, so that was nice to see. I don't know how much longer he stays up here. I kind of have a feeling that when Griffin is ready, Valdez is probably the guy to go down. But yeah, I was happy to see Valdez drive the ball.
For sure. I'd prefer it be Callahan that goes down or Billy Cook, but that's neither here nor there. We can talk about that another day. You ready to give away some sandwiches?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Make sure we drop the hashtag Raise It's in here. Be entered into the Permani Brothers sandwich giveaway. Let me
get
remember
the hashtag Raise It's in, and then also don't forget to like the video. It's just good karma if you like the video. You're not going to win if you don't like the video. It's bad vibes.
That's how it works. All right, round 1 of the giveaway here. Good luck to all the entries. Our first winner will be... Who is Bryan? Bryan, send us over the email to northshore9@gmail.com with the email associated with your Permane Brothers account. We'll get them loaded on there for you. And our second winner is going to be, drum roll, Brett Gray, Bretsky.
There you go.
You know where to find us, Brett.
NorthShore9@gmail.com. North Shore 9 is all one word. There's no numbers in there. It's all letters. North Shore 9, N-I-N-E, at gmail.com. Email us your email address associated with your Permane Brothers account.
And then while you're at it, download the app.
Ooh, yeah. How about that app? What was great about the app today is, you could be following the Pirates game, but then also on the scores tab of the app, you have all of the minor league games too. So you could catch up on what our boy Connor Griffin was doing on rehab. And it says 2 for 2, 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs, a homer, and a triple, Tyler.
He's coming. Them boys coming.
Yeah. I still think it's I know a lot of people are like hoping to see him this weekend. I still think it's going to be Philadelphia, but we'll see. I mean, if he didn't get out today, so
yeah. Hey,
maybe the team could use him for sure.
Maybe this is good for KG. He gets a little bit of a break after kind of pushing so hard to be on the Major League roster. We'll see what happens with it, but excited to get him back for sure.
Yep. Tomorrow is a day game. Bubba Chandler versus Bryce Miller, 12:35 start. Pirates are slight underdogs. They're plus 116 on the money line on FanDuel. But yeah, we'll have a post-game show for you tomorrow after the game. Little day game, I think, with Cody and Doug tomorrow, I think.
it is Cody and Doug.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, NS9 Live?
NS9 Live tomorrow night. No DiNardo.
No
Just
DiNardo.
me and you.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe we'll try to find like a special guest or something.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. You never know.
Yeah.
And then also we'll have Offbeat tomorrow. So lots of
tomorrow.
Pirate stuff coming your way. And you can follow it all on NorthShore9.com, where we have a little bit of a revamped website. Nice and fancy. DiNardo did it all up.
Yeah, it's pretty slick.
It looks pretty cool.
It's nice.
Yeah, you can join the chat room from there that you could also join from the app.
It's all intertwined and connected.
Yep. Join the conversation with us. We'll be there for the rest of the year, plus probably forever, because we're all sickos. All right, Jim, you ready to get out of here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Appreciate y'all for hanging out. We'll be back with you guys tomorrow. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
See you guys. All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.